I'll start with XRP. So I've tidied up my charts. I took all my long-term charts off into a different section and just kept my short-term. And just kept the most pertinent information. So you can see the lines here. All these lines here are basically the support and resistance. The white lines are the 1 hour, and the red ones here are the 4 hour support and resistance channels. Yeah. And then all I have here, this red ascending channel here, here's price action moving in the ascending channel. And then I pulled out the main bear channel down, yeah. And then this is the center line in it. This is the center line through it, which we're getting closer and closer to breaking, yeah. So now this channel here is the daily and the 4 hour, and then here's the support and resistance along the way. So this is one of my charts. When I zoom into the hourly, you can see the ascending triangle that price action is in now, yeah. So that's one of my charts. The next one is this one. Now this is a fantastic chart. So when I zoom out to the day, this looks like chaos, but it's not. It has all the channels from ascending, descending, and then the horizontal support and resistance. It has two parabolic channels on it. The yellow lines are parabolic and the green lines are parabolic. The rest are simple dailies, yeah. So when you zoom into it, and this is where I'm going to start, looking at XRP, when you zoom in, is you'll notice anytime these green channels here break, it's a big move to the downside, yeah. Equally the yellow channels, anytime the yellow channels break, it's a big move to the downside, yeah. So when you zoom in, here's a yellow channel here, and you can see price action touched off it. Here's the previous one here. Here's the green channel. So we are very, very close to a green channel. Okay, so when I zoom in, and I'm going to go to the 4 hour. When you go to the 4 hour, there we go. You can see that if we break this green channel, it's definitely looking like it's going for a bigger drop. However, you can see the ascending triangle. It's after breaking out of it. It's after breaking out. Did it go up higher again? It did another pump, yeah. You can see it's breaking out of this, so it looks like it's going to head on up. Looks like it's doing it now. So you can see these blue channels here. So the next target, if it breaks this blue channel, is the next target looks like the next blue channel around 42.6. I want to see it get above this and establish it as a support. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Is I want to see on the hourly. Let me just go to the hourly now. Again, you can see the breakout there. I'd like to see a back test. I'd like to see a back test onto the blue line here, even the light blue line here, and just to confirm that it's a proper pump. Yeah. When I look at the MAs and I go out to the weekly that just turned, you can see down here, this is the MACD. The MACD on the weekly, there we go. The MACD on the weekly turned 2 weeks ago, and it's probably taken off here now, yeah. You can see there there's the stock, and again here's the RSI, yeah. So that's on the weekly. When I go to the daily, The MACD had turned down earlier today. You see it's slightly wicked up there. It is threatening to come down, so I'm not sure how much this is. This is why I want to see this pump that's moving out. I want to see it establish a support line, because this potentially could turn down later today. This could be a false move on the daily. Yeah. So now when I just click into the 4-hour, which turned there, is I don't really like to look at the MACD below the daily, so I'm not going to bring that in below the daily really. The stock on the 4-hour again looks like it's heading back to the top. Equally is the RSI, again looks like it's heading back to the top. And I would have said that following the pattern previously is that every 4-hour when it hits the top, it goes to the bottom, top, bottom, top. It hasn't gone to the bottom here, but yet it's heading back to the top again. So again, the question is how legit is this move that's going on now? It certainly looks like it's going to pump. When I go into the hour, the hour is in the overbought on the RSI, and I got there very quickly. Like look how many candles. Like it's not getting big movements, but yet the RSI is in the overbought. The stock is getting back to the top on the hour. So let's just have a quick look at the 2-hour of the stock. There it is at the top. There's the 3-hour. 3-hour seems to be coming back up, and it looks like it might crest a little bit there as well. But let's go to the 15-minute. Okay, so this 37.87 is the ceiling here at this sideways action. Yeah, so it's basically broken it, but yet it hasn't proven that as support. This could be a 3, 4, 5, and then it comes back in for another correction. Yeah, it does look like that. Yeah. So I think I look super overbought in the RSI. So I definitely think it's still a watch and wait to see what way this really wants to go. Yeah, but definitely we are in the zone of a big move coming. Yeah, I'm just going back to a quick look at the daily. So the daily here, you can see the 55 keeps holding. Yeah, but yet the 100 is coming down strong here. So as much as this is holding, there's solid resistance coming down as well. Same on the 12-hour. Is you can see that the 20 EMA, the white line, is holding solid here, but you have the 200 coming down. So yeah, I know there's talk of potentially, you can see the channel here, the purple channel, is price action going up and touching the channel one more time, breaking a little higher, and then coming back down to the bottom of the channel again. I don't know, we'll just have to watch. The same with the 8-hour. There's 2 solid candles on the 8-hour, so it certainly does look like a pump. It's presenting itself as that anyway. There's the 4-hour. The 2-hour just turned as well. And then back to the 1-hour again, yeah, it's inconclusive, you know. It is inconclusive until it establishes itself above this 37.85. I'm not going to be so confident about it. Yeah. Here's the EMAs, and I'll just open this into one screen, make it a little bit easier. That's just the 5 minute. The 5 and 50 minute broke. It's more about the hour and later. You can see the 1 hour broke there. And again, price action is getting quite a bit away. However, the 2 hours after breaking as well. So you can see the 2 hour is there's the first push, a back test, and then here's the second push up of the 2 hour. Yeah, is the 3 hour never got to turn, because it got turned away. Yeah, so again, I'm watching. If this is going to get tired, is you'll see the correction on the 5 minute. So that's one of the things I'm watching as well, just to see whether this can establish itself here or break on down. Yeah, and then there's just one more chart that I'm using now. Oh, very good. Now I'm using this chart here where I basically have the 50 SMA and the 200 SMA. So the 50 is the green, the 200 is the red. And what I'm actually looking at here is for a confirmed breakout to the top is on the 4 hour is the 200 here gets broken. So it's wicking right up to it now. So I'm watching to see if this breaks. I think that's a really good opportunity for a long. Yeah. When I zoom into the 3 hour, as you can see, it's been bouncing along the 3 hour. The 50 broke here, or the 20 broke here, and it's been bouncing along it. Yeah. When I go to the 2 hour, again you can see it bouncing along. Go to the 1 hour. Again, you can see it bouncing along, but I think it's the 4 hours next. If I just do a 15, you can see a little lift here. But I think the confirmation is back to the 4 hour. Is this needs to break and become support? Yeah. So I'm not going to talk a huge amount more about it because I think it's fairly self-explanatory. I will zoom out just a little bit just to show you what I'm playing with on this chart. You can see I'm playing with the curves. Yeah, I'm really just testing it. But this one here has been this one here has been a very solid line, and it's guiding. You can see it's guiding price action. So yeah, I'm just playing with this one. Yeah. So that's it. I'm doing the same on Bitcoin. I'm going to pull in the Bitcoin one just to show you how accurate it is. Yeah. Where's the Bitcoin one? Here it is. Here. Here's the Bitcoin just to show you. Yeah. And I'll put it on. That's it on the hour. Why don't I zoom out? On the daily. There it is on the. There's the curve line on the daily. But when you go into the 4 hour, is you can see how accurate it is on this one anyway. For look at how it just catches it here. Yeah. And then onto the 1 hour. It's just bounced along it, yeah. So anyway, that's just Bitcoin. So this is another chart I'm playing with, but I don't talk about that because I have to decide whether I'm going to use that or not, yeah. Okay, so let's just simplify it here. I'm back on my channels chart, and here we are in the 1 hour. And again, price action is after breaking 31.41. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens about a back test here. Let's see what happens about a back test, and we get a nice back test. I think is a good opportunity for a long. Yeah, the hour is moving into the overbought here. Is the stock is getting to the top, so I definitely think it's going to need a breather before it goes. So possibly is maybe New York will pull it back down a little bit at the start, and then it'll pump it up. So potentially that's what I'm looking at. Yeah. So that's it. To keep it simple, is 37.87. I want to see that become a support line. Yeah. The targets then is the next level is 39.44. After that, there is 41.09, potentially at the top of the channel at 41.70. The next 4-hour level is 43.93, and I suspect if this goes, I think 43.93 is probably a good target to go for. There we go. But let's see what happens here at 37.87. Yeah. Because I'm mindful that this could all. You see, when it gets to breakout, is you get volatility where you get a lift like this. It turns around, and then it just drops.
This could sorry to interrupt
Yeah,
you.
no,
Just to add, because I noticed that on Bitcoin, this could also become a bigger Head and Shoulders pattern.
Where so?
This
Here.
Yes, this shoulder, and this head.
Okay, so this shoulder, the head, and then the shoulder. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, so It's
a little bit clearer Bitcoin, but
okay. Yeah. This is totally breakout zone, and you're going to get volatility. So until this really proves itself, I'm not buying into it. Unless you start to see it go crazy. But at the moment we'll see where it wants to go. But that's it for now. I'm just watching.
now let's see where we're at. I'm gonna start quickly with the DXY because it might influence the markets today for the Monday move. So at the moment, the DXY looks like it's making a comeback from the bottom on the 1 hour, and it looks like it's holding the support of the Bollinger, and it is in its channel. So it might come up today and challenge this top line here. It has challenged it twice, and at the moment, if I am to look at this structure, I would say it's I'll speak more about it tonight because today is just a daily view. So this was the peak formation level 1, then it came here. So level 1, level 2, level 3. Well, again, with the little tweak here, I didn't. Here would have been the peak formation level 1, to be more precise. Level 2, level 1, level 2, level 3. And here a W formation, and then it looks like it's up again. Gonna challenge the top line. Now, if the DXY is gonna do that, generally there's an inverse correlation with what coins are gonna do. So if the DXY is gonna keep pumping up and breaking this line, validating this W formation, so basically breaking above the previous highs, that is a strong uptrend for the DXY, and that would be a strong downtrend for the coins. So on a macro level, if I am to look at the fundamentals are one thing, but that would be the macro, how can I say, TA. Now, it has been a bit chaotic lately because I've seen the DXY pumping while Bitcoin was pumping too. So, and the opposite, I've seen the DXY dumping while Bitcoin was dumping too. So, again, we're not in a very, how can I say, predictable. Yeah, it's a very volatile.
That's why I stopped using that.
Yeah, but I keep an eye out. It's one of those. It's one of those. How can I say, background of TA that I keep for both Bitcoin. Sorry about that, and Ethereum. So at the moment, the DXY is making a recovery on the 1 hour, and it is holding the 20 on the 4 hour. Now, the stochastic on the 4 hour has turned down, but the regular RSI hasn't yet topped out. So it looks like the regular RSI on the DXY wants to get up to the top because it's coming from these areas. It has bottomed out. It has had a bullish divergence, and now it between this and this big bullish divergence on the 4-hour, and it looks like now it's going to head up. Now, if this is going to head up, that means coins are likely to come down. However, we're still back to the same story. If we want to see a confirm bigger downtrend, we need to see it break through support. Otherwise, the trend of the day is up. It is on. Both Bitcoin and Ethereum are holding support above the 20 on the daily, and they are heading up. So Bitcoin is right here above not only the 20 but also above the 50, the 55. It is challenging with a body of the daily candle, the 55 MA. It looks like it's going to get to the top of the channel one more time, 24.245 or even 25.2. So these would be the limits, and then to me we're in breakout territory. So there are two big confluences here for Bitcoin. On the up, first there are the support, the resistance lines, the top lines of the ascending channel, and then there is the top line of this huge descending channel. So I can't. So if it is going to break out from that, we're looking at a nice lift. It's probably going to go up and test the 31, even 34 area if it's going to break out of this bigger one. So that's a major move. Even if I am to draw an overflow line like this, let me see how I can tweak this. Okay, I'll leave it like that. It's hitting the 28, 29. So my levels for the break upwards would be, my targets for the break upwards would be 20, 24, 9, 25, and then 29. So that's the space that it can go to. Now, personally, my interpretation is this channel is not complete, and we, as much as we're holding the 20 on the daily, which I can't argue against, there could still be a downswing, but I can't speak about it as a more likely scenario because we need to see the 20 on the daily break. So when the 20 on the daily breaks, then we're looking again at the bottom targets, and again this is an ascending channel like this one, or like this one was a symmetrical triangle, but like this one with a target to the downside. What I'm looking at on the shorter time frame is I was looking at this. I was looking at this as a double top. It looked to me on my phone as a head and shoulders, but now that I look at it, it's more of a double top M formation. The way this one was here, let me. The way this one was here, I'm looking at this maybe doing the same thing. Maybe doing the same thing. Again, we will know if it is a breakout when first the trend lines are broken and then the previous highs are broken. We need to have those levels broken, and I would say retested. So until then, I believe the breakout upwards is not confirmed. Now the trade for the day would still be for the up. So if we've missed this lift up, there will probably be a retrace in the London session, some sideways. Maybe New York will push it down to test again the 1 hour, the 20 on the 1 hour, and then a lift upwards, because the on Bitcoin the RSIs are very much in the oversold, in the overbought. Like the 1 hour RSI is huge, like it's super up high, and the 15-minute as well. And I believe we have on the 5-minute we have a small divergence, but again, it's just for the 5-minute shorter time frame, both in the stochastic and the regular RSI. So they are calling, plus the VWAP is going slightly sideways, so a volume is leveling out. Now, again, I will be looking for the start of the New York session to see what their move is going to be. If it is going to be a push down, then it'll probably be a correction to the 20 on the 1 hour or to the 55 on the 1 hour. And from there, we need to see what's going to happen. But yeah, if they break, then the situation might turn for the downside. If they hold, then it's a good entry for a long. And the trend is favoring the longs. On Friday, I closed 75 of my position, and then I put a stop loss at 22,750, because I knew that if it was gonna go up there and retest, it was gonna do a lot of sideways and maybe change direction, and that's what had happened. And it was nice to be out of the Bitcoin trade for the weekend. With the XRP, it wasn't. I retrieved all my capital for Bitcoin, made a little bit of profit. But with XRP, I had to say goodbye to 1.5x, because XRP pumped like crazy and I wasn't willing to DCA more. I was already 4 times DCA'd, and I had to close my position because I wasn't willing to stay in for the whole battle. So that's where we are this morning. A summary for that's where we are this morning for Bitcoin. I'm still gonna do Ethereum. I'm waiting for a retrace, a back test of the 1 hour 20 and 55 EMA possibly, and then a push up if they hold. If they don't hold and it looks like it's collapsing downwards, then again we're looking at downwards movements. But for the moment, we do need a cool off in RSIs, in momentum. I also liked the there were 3 sessions here. So it's, Tokyo and Sydney put a peak, Hong Kong put a peak, London put a peak in, and now we're going to see what New York is going to do. If New York is going to put a peak in and not go above this, then chances for the down are quite high. If New York is going to correct downwards aggressively at the start, which is what generally happens, that would be the fake move, then a nice leg up should be expected. I'll go into more detail tonight in the trade setup, because that's where I can go into the finer detail. I'll also post the 15-minute arcs from now on for both Bitcoin and Ethereum, because I believe we've broken out of this one here, and now we have our 3 steps up for the next one, and we should be waiting for the 3 steps down. So I think the 15-minute arcs, I'm going to put them in the arc trading system, are going to help us with the pattern of the 15-minute swings. Now, Ethereum is a superhero. Look at this lift. Have we gone past the previous high? Not yet. We haven't gone past the previous high. We have wonderful support on the daily. I literally can't say anything bearish about it. It's holding the 5. It's holding the 10. Again, the trend would be for the up. Let me have a look at the RSIs. The RSIs are not as acute in the overbought as XRPs and Bitcoins. No, not at all. But Ethereum, the issue with Ethereum is that it has been, and I'll put it between inverted commas, it has been pumping all weekend. So it's tried to break the previous high here, and it's tried to break the previous high here. So while we are holding beautiful support on the daily, and I'm pretty sure on the other time frames if I switch, here are the trend lines that I'm watching for Ethereum. We are in an ascending channel. We do need another swing up, so another swing up is absolutely in the cards. This channel would not be complete without it. However, we haven't been able to leave this area, so we are in the bottom. I know it looks like it's constantly going up, but we're going up with the trend, so we haven't been able to break through the trend line, the resistance line, which is the central line of this channel. So I'd love to see this line break, and when this line breaks, it is in confluence with breaking the previous high and reaching out for the late 1900s, maybe 2000s. So we're meeting some resistance in terms of the trend. So not necessarily the MAs are offering great support, but the trend, we can break through the trend line. So again, I would be looking maybe for a retrace, because the RSIs would need it, and then a lift. And if that lift doesn't break the previous high, then we might see a break downwards from this channel. Though I do believe that we only have, so if I don't take the swing into account, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need 6, and then maybe a breakdown. But at the moment, Ethereum has been constantly trying to break the previous high. It's not far off, but I'd like to see, like, the way the Bitcoin breakout is confirmed by breaking the trends, the trend lines. It's the same for Ethereum. We need to see it break this line, and then this line would be the next one. So I would be looking for a slight retrace if it breaks this line, and then a long. Same as for Bitcoin. For Bitcoin, a retest of the previous 23.5 would be it, and then continuing upwards. So that's where we are. That's where we are this morning. I'll see you tonight in the trade setup. We'll also do tonight's trade setup session as a training session for the first part for Bitcoin. I'll show you step by step how I set my levels, the steps I go through, and it'll be both training and trade setup. And then we'll do the Ethereum trade setups as well. I'll see you tonight. Have a great day trading, and trade cautiously.